The volatility has been hard. Trump's tariffs have been constantly in the news. But when you really look into it, what's really important to crypto is liquidity. And what's important to us investors is actually taking profits. Today, I'm going to help you use a global M2 money supply so you can take advantage of the huge opportunities crypto offers in 2025. We'll look at the latest news, data to help you take profits, exactly how to use the M2 money supply to take them all important profits, my updated exit strategy for 2025, which includes some price predictions, and I'll finish off with how I can use my 8 years in crypto to help you win in crypto. What's been happening in crypto? Crypto market sentiment hits a 2-month high with the crypto fear and greed index returning to greed territory on April the 23rd. Despite Bitcoin's price hold, the sentiment score is gradually declining and analysts are expressing doubt over the rally's sustainability. The crypto market remains Bitcoin heavy with its dominance above 64%. We've got strong ETF inflows and a low altcoin season score, according to Cointelegraph. Paul Atkins, who is crypto friendly, has been appointed SEC chair, replacing Gary Gensler, who, as we know, was very much not crypto friendly. As you can imagine, there's been loads of crypto news this week, but for me, most of the news is background noise, and it's mainly about global liquidity, which we're going to cover in detail in just a minute. So data I'm going to be using to help me take profits incrementally. The main one for me is global M2 money supply, which, as you can see from the chart, has been going up significantly. Now this, as you can see, is an 84-day offset. Some crypto commentators are saying to use a 70-day, some 84. Either way, between 10 and 12 weeks, global M2 money supply leads the price of Bitcoin. So if the correlation between Bitcoin and the global M2 money supply holds, this means that Bitcoin should be going up right up until mid-July. Other data I use, technical analysis, so simple moving average, 50-day SMA here, 200-day SMA here. We just need that 50-day to cross back above the 200-day to confirm this uptrend. I also use volume and RSI. Other important data is the ISM Manufacturing Index, which really tells you the state of one of the things that tells you the state of the US economy. Now, as you can see, it's currently 49. We want that really above 50. And when it gets to around 60, this is a good time to take profits based on historical data. Then it's about market emotions. And mainly I use the crypto fear and greed index. As you can see, the score is currently neutral at 52. If you go on CoinMarketCap, it'll tell you exactly how to use the crypto fear and greed index. Basically, long story short, go against the herd. So this is one of the things I'll be using to help me take profits. When this indicator gets to 85 to 90, I'll basically be looking to take profits. Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance is now just over 63%. We want this figure to go down, so to confirm that the alt season has really started. And when this gets between 45 and 50%, again, I'll be looking to take profits. Other data I use, others dominance. I'm keeping up to date, and I use X, YouTube, and I'm reading articles on TradingView, Cointelegraph, things like that. I'm also checking to see if retail are back in. So, how to use the global M2 money supply? Well, I've made some notes because I'm not an expert on the subject. So here we go. What is the M2 money supply? M2 represents the total supply of money in circulation, including cash, checking deposits, and easily convertible near money like savings accounts. Global M2 combines the money supply from the world's major economies, giving a high-level view of how much liquidity is available globally. More M2 equals more liquidity equals more risk appetite. Less M2 equals tight liquidity equals risk-off behavior. Crypto is increasingly correlated with the broader macro environment. When central banks like the Fed, ECB, or PBOC expand their balance sheets or lower rates, M2 often increases, meaning there's more capital looking for returns. That's when crypto pumps. and global M2 has been pumping hard over the last 10 weeks. How to use global M2 to take profits in crypto. When global M2 is rising rapidly, this usually happens after a crisis, when central banks inject liquidity to support the economy. It creates a risk-on environment and crypto booms. Great time to accumulate crypto, especially in the early stages. Example, March 2020 to mid-2021. M2 surged globally. Bitcoin went from $5,000 to $65,000. Now I'm tracking the global M2 on TradingView. All I've done is type in M2 money supply and made sure it has a 70-day offset. And I'm also using an 84-day offset, meaning global M2 money supply leads the price of Bitcoin by 70 days. If this plays out as it has historically, and that's an 84% correlation or there and thereabouts, Bitcoin could potentially be going up as it stands until mid-July, end of June to mid-July, depending on whether you're using the 70-day offset, 10 weeks, or 84-day offset, 12 weeks. When M2 growth slows or peaks, this suggests central banks are pulling back or liquidity is tightening. Crypto may keep rising for a while, but you're entering the euphoria stage. This is the ideal time to scale out and take profits. Look for flatlining or peaking M2 charts. Talk of interest rate hikes or balance sheet reductions. When M2 contracts, this is the danger zone. This is the danger zone. Liquidity is being pulled from the system. Risk assets start falling. Crypto often drops hard. Avoid new entries and focus on protecting capital. Example, in 2022, central banks began tightening rapidly. M2 growth slowed. Crypto fell by 70 to 90%. So in practice, accumulate during M2 expansion, especially early. Take profits as M2 growth peaks or flattens, and fully exit when M2 contracts. Now, I'm no expert on global M2. I understand it because it's all I'm hearing on X and YouTube, and I've been reading up on it for the last few months to help me get ready for my exit strategy. But I can't sit here and talk about global M2 off the cuff, so I've used ChatGPT for a bit of help. Moving on to my exit strategy for 2025. This is my updated exit strategy. My exit strategy is aligned with my risk tolerance and my goals. I'm going to take up to 50% out in Q2 if alt season starts. I'll take 30% out in Q4 and leave 20% in long term. This strategy is for some of my main positions like Sol, SUI, HBAR, XRP and Casper. For Tau, which is my AI player, artificial intelligence, I'm going to wait until Q4. I'll take 80% out then, Q4, and 20% is for long term. I'm very bullish on Tau. All of my other coins left over from the last bull run, 2021, I'll be taking out in Q4. Price targets. I'll give you a few price targets for some of my main positions. Solana, $750. SUI, $15. HBAR, $1. XRP, $10. Tau, $9,000. Now, what are your price targets for some of these cryptos I've mentioned? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree or am I talking out of my ass? So, how can I help you win with my 8 years experience? You can watch all the videos on my YouTube. I'm doing 2 or 3 a week. My main focus, which you'll probably tell from this video, is taking profit, but you can also join my school community. All you've got to do is click the link in the description and you can join. And now I'm going to take you to my about page on school. As you can see, mindset, education, investing, simple crypto investing, join our school. Learn everything you need to know about crypto investing to speed up financial freedom. Get the proven step-by-step system I've used to build a 6-figure portfolio in crypto. It's zero risk because you get a 7-day free trial. The price is increasing soon, and we'll get to the price in a minute. You get crypto investing courses like Crypto Investing Made Simple, value $250, Complete Investing, value $250, Crypto Cash Out, value $250, and a weekly newsletter that's going to keep you fully up to date. If you believe anything is possible and dream of retiring early or even financial freedom, this group is for you. With crypto, you have an amazing opportunity to do just that if you learn to invest now. You get an easy to follow videos step-by-step strategy to maximize profits, how to avoid common investing mistakes, saving you serious money, case studies to demonstrate how to invest in any market conditions, and that weekly newsletter focusing on market indicators, crypto news and updates, and how to take them all important profits. Total value $1,000, now just $19 a month. Disclaimer, these courses don't contain any financial advice. Nothing, as always, in this video contains financial advice. I'm literally just trying to help you with my experience. Anyway, hopefully you've got value from today's video. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I really hope you do well in crypto. Thanks for watching.